Hello, welcome to Foundation of Faith. This is class 6 prayer. A very important subject. Almost everybody, whether believer or not, talks about prayer, alludes to the fact that they have prayed, or they practice some kind of prayer in their life. But for the believer, and that's what we're going to be discussing today, for the believer, what exactly does prayer mean? What is prayer? This is the first lesson, and we'll try to see what prayer is. The response you will get if you were to ask most anybody what prayer is would be, prayer is communicating with God, and that's so true, and I believe that's the reason why that definition is so popular, because it is quite correct. Prayer is communicating with God. It is being able to talk with God, and not just talk to God, but also to be able to receive a response from God. So it is a two-way communication. We are speaking to God, and God is speaking to us. This is what prayer is for the most part. However, we will find, as we are going to see as we proceed, prayer sometimes may not be covered by that definition, especially when you're talking about something like the prayer of supplication, in which you are making power available to accomplish a desired result. Prayer may not exactly be talking to God in that scenario when you are praying in the Spirit and you are generating power to ensure that something happens. But for the most part, prayer is communicating with God. It is exercising our right of access. So God has given us a privilege to be able to approach Him. He has given us the right of access unto Him. I like to always illustrate with, somebody who is in authority, say the president of the country. You naturally or ordinarily wouldn't have access to such a person except you go through certain protocols, and lay down procedures, in which case you may also still be denied. However, we do not have all of that to contend with when going to God. In the book of Ephesians chapter 2 and in verse 18, the Bible tells us that for through Him, that is through Christ, we both have access by one Spirit to the Father. Talking about everyone who has come to believe in Jesus Christ. Through Him, we have access unto the Father. That's, we can approach Him in prayers, and there is no restriction, there is no limitation. In the book of Ephesians also, in chapter 3, if we look at verse 12, it says, in whom we have boldness and access with confidence through faith in Him. So the same thing, once we have believed in Jesus Christ, we have access, and it describes our access here not just as beggarly. We are not coming into the presence of God as someone who is just groveling and trying to persuade God to listen to us, but we come boldly. The Bible says, with confidence, we have access with boldness and with confidence. So we can approach unto God because He has given us that access by Himself. So prayer is exercising that right of access that God has given to us. It is a privilege that we have, that we can come before the God of the whole universe, the all-powerful one, and we can talk with Him, the all-wise one, and we can come to Him, talk with Him, and He imparts His nature, imparts His wisdom, imparts His very life unto us as we commune with Him. Prayer is one of the most important things a believer can do. As a matter of fact, as we go on, we're going to see how important prayer is. But for now, we just want to define what prayer is. Another thing I'd like to mention here is what prayer is not. Some people have said, prayer is not my gift. But prayer is not a gift. The Bible does not teach prayer to be a gift. Prayer is not a spiritual gift. It is not a talent. It is not a hobby, even though some people might say prayer is their hobby. But prayer is not a hobby. Prayer is not a talent. It's not a spiritual gift. But prayer is a duty. It is a responsibility. It is an instruction. The Bible, in the law passages, tells us what God expects of us, and what He outrightly instructs us to do, instructs us to pray. In the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 12, it says, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayers. It says you should continue to be instant in prayer, which means that you should be spontaneous to enter into prayers. So you should be spontaneous to enter into prayer. Whenever you're in a situation, you should just have it at the back of your mind that you can switch into the mode of prayer even then. And it says to continue in that readiness of mind. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse 18, it says, praying always with all prayers. So he said, praying always. Praying always. That's an instruction. It's not a suggestion. It's not telling us, oh, if you feel like you can pray, if it's convenient, you can pray. But it says, praying always, an instruction, with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with perseverance and supplication for all saints. In Philippians 4:6, it says, be careful for nothing. It says, don't be anxious. It says, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, make your request known unto God. So if there ever seems to be a situation in your life that makes you feel like worrying, then that is a time to pray. It's a good time to pray. It says, do not be careful. It means don't be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, make your request known unto God. And the very popular scripture, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17, it says, pray without ceasing. So from all these scriptures that we've read, you can see that prayer is not a gift. It is not, something that we do when we find it convenient, but it is an instruction that God has given unto us, commanding us to engage in. And we will see the reason why this is so important as we go ahead. Our next class is going to be the purpose of prayer, and we're going to see why prayer is such an important subject. See you in the next lesson.